Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. We are back for week 2 of Lisa's tips or comments and notes on her first cruise on Holland, America, specifically the Zaandam. I'm still shocked we did this last week. 1,432 guests. That's a very small boat, very small ship. It's a boat more than a ship almost, isn't it? So anyway, let's get on with the second batch of these. Here we go. The Holland America line dining room food was really good, much better than Carnival. Club Orange got us priority seating and a menu with a couple of extra items not on the regular menu. So yeah, I can't speak to that because as I said last week, I've never cruised on Holland America, but I can speak to not being surprised that it's better than Carnival because that doesn't take much. But yeah, and it's nice to know that Club Orange, from what I can gather, is basically the equivalent of Faster to the Fun on Carnival, but it seems like they give you a few more things than they would on Carnival for about the same price by the look of it. Extra items not on the regular menu. I wonder how that works. How does that work, Lisa? Explain. How do you know that you have those extra items? You get a different menu when you're Club Orange, or what? Is that on your app? Or how does that work? How do they let you know what the extra items are on there? By the way, as I'm going through this, if anybody else watching this has cruised Holland America, love to get your thoughts either in the comments on this video or email me, and I will make one of these with your thoughts and ideas on Holland. It helps everybody. All we try and do on this channel is make people's cruises better, and the more they know, the better the cruise should be, right? The buffet was all served by staff, which slowed the service down. I prefer to be able to select my own portions, which would have been smaller than what I was served. Interesting. Yeah, I don't do the buffet normally. We did it on Celebrity. I thought it was really good. On Carnival, you'll never see me in the buffet. But I'm assuming that you mean the buffet was pretty good on this ship as well. Zaandam is a small ship, so its extra food options were limited. Its dive-in on Lido offered nice burger and sausage options, but they cooked as you ordered, so there was a wait as long as 30 minutes if it was busy. Yeah, that's never a good thing if they cook on request. That does always slow things down. Yeah, I would be not the happiest in the world about that. And also, you know, we like the larger ships because of the menu, the dining room options, or the specialty dining options, I should say, on the smaller ships. And I'm leaning specifically here talking about Carnival. Because we went on a smaller ship, we went on the Solstice on Celebrity, which is a smaller ship, and they still had room for all the main dining options. I don't know why on Carnival's smaller ships they have so few dining options. I wish they had more. But yeah, that would not be good if you had to wait that long for a burger. The staff service was good all around the ship with the exception of the bartenders. Many of the bar staff seemed like we were bothering them. And I say this all the time, you know, I kind of take those tips with a pinch of salt. I mean that in the nicest way, Lisa, because, you know, they could have been having a bad day. They could have just been a couple of bad bartenders in a sea of great ones. And if you cruise, or if I ever cruise on this ship, it's going to be a different group of crew, and hopefully they would be better than that. So I tend to give them a bit of a pass sometimes, but I wouldn't imagine it's a crazy party atmosphere on Holland America. You are probably the youngest people on board, dare I say. I'm going to leave that one there and move on. I have a joke I would love to tell you that I say about Holland America, but I'm not going to say it because it will upset people. No controversy on this channel. The ship was very clean, with many staff members cleaning, shining, and polishing all day. So yeah, I would imagine it's a very clean ship, but a very small ship. So hopefully not as hard to keep it clean as it would be. But I would imagine on a ship like that, I would think that the average person on that ship, dare I say, without trying to be rude, maybe a little bit more expectatious, or have a few more expectations than others on things like that. Like on a Carnival cruise, my expectation is that there's red stripe in the fridge. Obviously I want it to be clean, but I'm not uber clean. I'm one of these people that really is quite happy there's no tablecloths on the tables, because environmentally and cost-wise, it's a much better thing not to have table. Every time you eat, you got to change the tablecloth and wash it. No, wipe a table, done. So I'm big one on that. So I'm not a big environmental person. I'm not. But certain things I am, and that's one of them. So my priorities are a little bit different. But obviously I want the ship clean. But I wouldn't want a job where all I do all day is clean. That would be a bit monotonous for me. So, but it's nice to see that they do that for the people that are on the ship. I assume would be very appreciative of that. The laundry service, paid by the bag, which fits a lot of clothes, was spectacular. Laundry came back the next day, pressed and perfectly folded in a tissue-lined tray, and included a thank you card from the laundry service. I'd imagine a lot of that goes down to the size of the ship being very small, that they have more time to pay better service with that fewer people on the ship. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe there's more people use the laundry service. I don't know how much the laundry service is. If you could put that in the comments too. Because I'm assuming on your first cruise you didn't get free laundry, or did you? Did you get free laundry as part of the orange, whatever it was? Where am I? Notes. Club Orange. No, it doesn't mention anything about free laundry. So I'm assuming you pay for that laundry. So if you could, let me know how much you paid. That would be helpful in the comments. They had several short, low-key parties, including each port sail away. These cruises included a special drink, and we were offered past appetizers. Don't you love it when you forget to turn your phone off? What I'm going to do is, and that's spam, I'm going to do that. By the way, if anybody knows that song, put it in the comments. It's my favorite song of all time. So I'm going to be professional, pretend that didn't happen, and just move on. I'm going to make sure that I did actually turn the sound down. Day is going poorly between the camera and everything else. It wasn't off. It would have rung again. By the way, it was the Associates, a song called Party Fears 2. I'm sure none of you have even heard that song, but look it up. YouTube it. Listen to it. My favorite song ever. Top five. Also in my top five, because I'm all over the place musically. Oh my goodness. Roxy Music, More Than This, love. Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks, love. So all over the place, different types of music. Laundry service, yes, we passed that one. They had several short, low-key parties, including port sail away, special drink, offered past appetizers. That's nice. That's very nice. You would never do that on a Carnival cruise. All the appetizers would be taken by the first 3 people. Moving on, at several events, talks and seminars, there were free coffee, tea and cookies. I would imagine this is probably as different from like a Carnival cruise as you could possibly get. That's what I'm reading from this. When you return to the ship after your port visit, the staff offered chilled towels and ice cold water. I think they do the cold water out front on Carnival under the awning there, but I don't know about the towels. I know they did the chilled towels on Celebrity. I remember that. But we did a Celebrity cruise in Asia, so I don't know if that was different. I don't know. We're almost done here. Again, this was a small ship, but debarkation was really good. Our depark was called 30 minutes early. We went from our cabin through luggage pickup and customs so fast, we were back on the pier in less than 15 minutes. Overall, this was a good trip. We plan to take another Holland America Line voyage and definitely want to cruise from San Diego again. So the takings I get from these 2 weeks on that was that their Club Orange is definitely worth it. But again, I don't think you have to have Club Orange to hold a cabin. I just think that there's a lot of guaranteed cabin rates on those ships. I could be wrong. And if I'd read this in advance, I could have checked that for you. An older ship. I don't know if Holland America has newer ships. Let's Google that. Let's Google that real quick. What's the newest Holland America ship? Newest. I haven't read about them having a new ship in a long time. MS Rotterdam, which was in 2021. Capacity of 3,200 passengers, and that is the largest in the fleet. So they don't have large ships on Holland America, do they? Because 3,200, that's like, what is Carnival Breeze? Let's do Carnival Dream. Carnival Dream. This is great. This is live. Carnival Dream capacity 3646. So that's smaller than Carnival Dream. So let's play this game until we get there. What's Carnival Miracle capacity? We're going to get a comparison. Oh, 2124. That's way smaller. Spirit. We're going to try one more. We're going to go to Splendor. And then if that's not close, we're going to give up because this is going to go. And nobody's watching anyway, so what I just probably keep doing this forever. Carnival Splendor. Oh, 3012 on the Splendor. So about the size of the Splendor, a little bit larger than the Splendor is their largest ship. That puts a bit of perspective on it. But it seems like you get a lot more personalized service in port, when you leave in port, a lot more events, seminars and stuff like that. But one thing you didn't write on about there, Lisa, and if you ever do this again, please add it. How was the nightlife? What did you do at night? How many bars were there? And stuff like that. It'd be very interesting. Maybe send me another email on this same cruise, and I'll do that in an upcoming video. I would love to know what the events were like. You talked about low-key parties and the port sailaways and stuff like that, but what was there to do on the ship on a sea day during the day? What was there to do in the evenings? What sort of entertainment was there? How many bars were there? Was there a nightclub? That'd be interesting. Was Glenn Miller? No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to go there. Yeah. Send me another email, Lisa, about the events and nightlife and what it was like. Other than that, thank you. Very good. Very good. Next week, I have some notes from Dennis on his cruise. I read the first line. A 12-day Northern European cruise on the Emerald Princess. So there's a few. We'll probably knock that out in 1 week because there's a few, but not maybe enough for 2 weeks on that one. So next week we got Princess. So hey, week after that, hopefully we'll have Virgin notes from Julie, who just went on a cruise on Virgin, and all on the new or the old Canon camera. I wish you could watch me hammer this into the ground and smash it to bits, but I'm not going to do that. All right, subscribe if you like to subscribe. Send me your tips. Hit that button next to subscribe, by the way, and you get notifications when these videos come out. Every Monday, we have a tips video. Every Thursday, cabin. Every Saturday, a miscellaneous video on something to do with cruising. Could be a ship tour, could be a port tour, could be anything. But please send me yours. We learn all the time, especially on non-Carnival, because with this channel is a lot more Carnival than the other cruise lines, so it's always nice when I get tips on cruise lines other than just Carnival. And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll get notifications when new videos come out. And don't forget, click on the links to the left and right of me. You can watch playlists, new video suggestions, and more. Any questions? Email me, cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. And don't forget, I'm a travel agent. Email for help.